amount of Steam and Skype.
No, are you streaming off of Twitch or YouTube?
Twitch. Oh, hey, is that a notification saying I'm streaming? Wow, thanks, Twitch. That's great.
Dang, I was hoping it was YouTube because I was about to just go into a really horrible spiel that would get you demonetized.
Oh no. Demonetization.
Oh no.
My $0.
No. Yeah. These videos are not monetized. Oh no,
right.
all the money I will lose.
Alright, Gunkork, are you ready to give us a recap of what happened last week?
I'm giving a recap?
Yep, you rolled the lowest.
I thought it was who rolled the highest.
Nope.
I don't know. I don't remember.
Alright, get ready. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Gunkork's about to die. Next on Fox.
Very interesting recap. Does anyone else want to maybe do better?
I could.
Alright,
Go
3,
for it.
2, 1, go.
Last time on Dungeons and Dragons, our group fought undead Minotaur creature. Gunkork got impaled. And what else? We burnt the thing. Quite badly, actually. After killing it, we went upside to rest for the night. Well, the day, actually. Because we hadn't been down there for long enough to be night. Good times. When we got back down, we started opening doors. Odasto got hit by several traps even though he didn't open any of the doors. Good times. And let's see, what else? We found a nice reading corner, probably used by the Lich. And beyond that, we found a nasty ogre thingy that decided to punt Gunkork in the face. Very
With a
hard.
hammer of mace.
Yes.
Good timing. And so combat begins. Grum, you just heard
Yeah, he got hit in the face, huh?
most likely.
Sounds like it.
Hmm.
Can I actually see from my angle what happened?
You probably can't see, but you could probably see some orc blood, maybe. Half orc blood, maybe, splattering through the door.
Best you probably
see
could have
here.
seen was the giant hammer come down and hit Gunkork.
It was
Maybe
more
you
like
saw
a
the
baseball
few-
bat swing.
Yeah, but still, you probably saw
How do I
that.
do this?
Do
Maybe
what?
you saw a couple of tools
The whole
flying across
space
the room.
You press space while you're holding your token, and you press space again while you're on your square to say, this is where I'm starting from.
What's my move speed? 35?
30.
30? So I
Pretty
could
sure.
move.
I'll double check. Yeah, 30 feet.
So I could move there, yeah?
I can't see it until you actually move.
Oh.
Yeah, you can move there.
Even better. So I drop my torch out in the hallway after hearing that, and I draw my short sword. And I run screaming in. Ah! Gunkork!
Alright. Give me a second here. Maybe it's in the background?
You running into which is tight quarters with the giant thing.
That's right.
Yeah, I'm going to show all. I need to look at something on your sheet.
Okay.
Where is it? Do half orcs get low light or dark vision?
They get dark vision.
Dark vision.
Dark.
Alright. There you go, back to weapons. Okay, so you drop your torch. You can still see it, fortunately, because dark vision. And what were you doing?
I ran in there and stab him with my short sword.
Alright. You run to Gunkork's aid, briefly pushing him out of the way to get an advantageous spot at fighting this giant, heaping mass of flesh.
Roll.
You stab into him, managing to do 3 points of damage as you cut off one of his toes. And it screams at you.
Let's hope it doesn't have enraged by injury.
Gunkork, you've just been knocked out. Not knocked out, but you just got hit.
Knocked around.
And it hurts.
I don't want to provoke an attack of opportunity.
You can use your action to disengage, which is like in Dungeons and Dragons. You just run away while trying not to provoke, basically. You aren't able to attack, but you can essentially run away from things without provoking attacks of opportunity. And my music stopped.
How can I do? What do I need to roll?
You just tell me you're disengaging.
Alright, I'm gonna disengage and I'm gonna run down to a fucking corner. Actually, I wanna run down. There might be more shit. I'll disengage and go back up.
Alright.
And then
As you're looking for an
can I
opening.
tell the others?
Yeah, you can tell them. That's pretty much free action.
So yeah, there's a big fucking piece in there. Almost fucking killed me. Alright, go ahead.
You manage to limp your way north and kind of just kind of put your hand on the table and just take a quick breath. This big ugly thing now sees another nice juicy half-orc to attack. And it just takes its giant club that's got like kind of... It's like a large club with just metal kind of tied onto the end, just kind of hammered in there.
Shouldn't we be uncomfortable with the thought of the giant undead ogre thinking of orcs as juicy?
Probably.
I mean, compared to the skeletons, they are.
Fight me!
Grom, what's your AC?
16.
So it's kind of off balance after just hitting Gunkork upside the face, and it switches to you, and it tries to swing at you, but you manage to deftly dodge aside just in time. It says, "Roar!" and it gets angry at you, but it doesn't seem to move around at all. Ashporia, do a perception check, see if you can hear what's going on.
Well, I think he heard, or she heard Gunkork yelling at Erdan. There's something trying to kill us, but... I would think.
You would think.
I am a good distance away, and it's based on how well the acoustics carry in this place.
Seeing how most of the place is polished stone, the acoustics do carry kind of well, but let's... Yeah, you can hear something going down to in that other door that you went past but didn't go through. They're yelling about something. It's probably important.
What are they yelling about this time? Was it another trap? So that would be 20, 25, 30. What's going on in here?
Nobody answers you, apparently.
I'm still in shock. You left Grum in there
Hey.
alone?
I'm almost dead! There's shit going on in there! That thing almost killed me! I barely crawled out of there alive!
You saw what it did to Gunkork, and your first instinct was to go in that room. You deserve almost being killed.
Okay, and all of that is faster than the quick actions of talking, so she's just gonna be standing there as she tries to process what was just being mentioned. 'Cause that's gonna take a full...
Get the F in here!
See? Get the F in here! Is short enough for me to understand. With the ability to talk, but I have to wait until my next turn to do anything. Because I'm trying to figure out what everyone's saying.
Terms. Help!
Barry, as you're standing there, kind of in shock, you realize that you need to do something. You kind of snap to.
Okay, I'm gonna turn to Aradon. Are you gonna heal him?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Now I
I
just
really
imagine
don't wanna do
a
that.
civil conversation between Erden and Barry.
You gonna hear him? No, I'm gonna. You're gonna. Okay, I'll heal him. Just okay, fine.
While Grum's being manhandled by the ogre.
Fight me.
Like a true half orc. Grum is in there. Fight me! Fight me! Barry, you enter the room and you notice a hulking mass of flesh that resembles a very ugly, very huge, very angry orc. Its body is composed of decaying flesh which gives off a putrid smell that prickles your nose hairs. It is wielding a giant stick with heaps of metal tied or hammered to its end.
Okay. I guess I'll attack it then.
How will you attack it?
With my scimitar.
Alright. As you walk in, you sense the danger. Your training immediately takes over as you pull out your scimitar and in one quick motion slash at it. You don't seem to get a good chunk of it, but you do get a small chunk.
Few more of those, and we're eating well tonight. Oh wait,
Odasto.
it's ogre.
Odasto.
Well, well, as you probably
Something's
go and
going
see
on.
what the hell's going on. What's the Rocco?
You walk in and notice that Gunkork's face is just bruised, bleeding.
And I can probably see part of the ogre.
You can probably
Like,
see. You can see something
its
moving
side.
around down there. You see Grum and Barry just kind of swiping at it, and you're just like, "Oh, that's not good."
I think I see more than something move. Yeah, because I have dark vision too. So I see something big moving there. Oh. That's my turn.
All right, Erdan. Gunkork is messed the up.
First, I would like to remind everyone within earshot that there are a whole bunch of hallways we haven't explored yet. We have places we can run away. You don't have to all go in there. Second, I will put my hand on Gunkork's chest and try to heal some of those gaping wounds.
Gunkork, you recover 9 HP as Erdan places his hands upon you. Your face is still numb, but you feel slightly better.
Does that include the bonuses from your domain of life?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
I remember that. Ooh, it's 12 vitamins and minerals. I love this. You love me.
So as you're rubbing that, as you're putting your hands onto Gunkork's chest, what do you think about his abs and pecs?
Well, I think only 70% of them are intact, but I'm trying to raise that number.
Well, they're kind of concave.
Do you
now.
want to move anywhere, Erdan?
Nah, here's good.
Alright.
I'm gonna go ahead and stay out of the room with the big angry orc.
Grum.
Fired.
You're fired.
Am I able to equip my shield as a free action or like move action or something?
Let's take a look at the
Or is that an
rules.
actual like?
I think.
I do believe you can use your move action to do it.
I believe so.
Either that or
yes.
it's either that or the bonus action.
I'm going to assume that if you dropped your torch to run in there with your short sword drawn, I'm going to assume you already had your shield out. Because your intelligence is greater than 10, is it not?
Well, he did go running in
No,
there alone.
no,
against
it's
this
not.
fucking thing.
My intelligence is not
Okay,
great.
do an intelligence check. If it's
Boy.
less than 5, then no, you didn't pull out your shield.
We have to remember this. Technically, in the span of one turn, he was running in there on his own as he was seeing Gunkork run out.
Yeah, that's true.
It would
Tag team!
it'd probably be more of wisdom than intelligence.
Whatever.
I'm just
I
gonna
didn't have-
say when you charged in there, you pulled out your shield because your character would have done that.
Alright. Well,
you don't
I'm
just run in with your sword going, no!
You don't just run into a room where you hear heavy breathing, where all manner of undead aberrations could be. Oh wait.
Well, he didn't hit me before without
Well,
it, so it's not
most important thing is though is that the undead don't breathe.
Yeah, that's weird. Why is this thing breathing then? It's almost like the DM was trying to give you a chance instead of running into a trap. Like a half or moron.
Can we just change that term to doing a Gunkork?
You gotta only if you realize that doing a Gunkork also means ripping a door off its hinges and ripping said hinges off the wall.
And also ripping part of that wall with the hinges.
All right, so you
Also nice.
bring out your short sword and you say, "This is for Gunkork!"
Wait, that...
You know, Gunkork's still alive. You don't have to avenge him yet.
He's not avenging him. He's just saying, "This is for Gunkork."
Gotcha, bitch.
Gotcha, bitch!
And you stab him with your short sword in the leg for 8 damage, and he's just kind of just like really angry at you now because you got him with your sword. There doesn't seem to be any blood coming out, but there is a foul stench. And did you want to move anywhere before your turn ends?
Oh no, reducing
man.
its 6 points to 0.
I got
His
18
only
points.
weakness.
Well, what are the chances that if he hits me, he's gonna hit just one shot in my whole face?
Well, it one-shotted the barbarian.
Well, he got a
You
crit
have less
on
health.
him.
Yeah, he did. Oh, you're moving my shit.
Sorry, I was looking at it. Alright.
Well, I was looking at it too. So I don't know. I don't know if I have like a save me from death kind of thing if he hits me.
Yeah, you're a half-orc. If he brings you down to 0, you can use your racial ability to stay at 1, but you can only do that once per long rest.
I don't know.
And Gunkork used it!
Gunkork used it to not die.
Alright,
He used his face as a shield.
I'm gonna do it.
As you move,
Attack on my team.
he attack. I know how to DM.
No, I was letting him know.
Wait,
I know.
I have an idea. Barry, turn into a chipmunk, crawl into his ear, and eat his brain. That would kill this giant thing.
You're assuming it has a brain.
Yes.
Barry the ogre.
All for not
Fight me!
find nothing.
Do it. Fucking do it. I'm moving. I ain't staying next to that damn thing.
Alright.
That's an opportunity attack.
I know, this stupid formatting is being dumb. Normal text, please. Oh my gosh. Alright.
It'll probably be a
So he
crit.
reaches out with this giant club thing. But you manage to block it with your shield as you're running away.
Fight me!
Right there. Where is the text size button? Oh well. But you managed to block it. Gunkork. You feel a little bit better, but your face is still kind of numb.
Now that I got some health and some backup getting in there,
Funny. Get back in there, young man!
I'm gonna get in there and I'm gonna swing my great axe at him.
Alright. Get in here, whore! Gunkork comes in with his great axe. He says, "Don't underestimate me." Quite a big word for Gunkork, actually. When I think about it,
No, you gotta say it like George Bush. They misunderestimated.
they misunderestimated. You misunderestimate Gunkork. And you come in with your great axe and you slice it and you get a nice slash across his chest and it just kind of growls angrily at you. And it turns its attention towards you. Or does it? I wonder. What are the tactics of this guy?
Depends on
Beat
how
everything
intelligent
all?
of an undead it is.
Yes, it's not very intelligent. So let's say 9 and below, it'll go for Grum. 10, 11, and 12, it'll go for Gunkork. Alright, it's going for Grum. It is not very intelligent. It moves towards Grum, provoking an attack from Gunkork. Just Gunkork.
Just from Gunkork.
Yeah, just
Okay,
from
so what do you
Gunkork.
need me?
Just roll an
What do I
attack
need to
roll.
roll?
It completely does not think
my
berries
great
is
axe?
good.
Well, it's
Like
still
great
in.
axe, then?
Yes.
Okay.
It's still within Barry's attack range, so you take out another slice of it, and you just go, Gunkork angry! And you manage to
my
slice
lumberjack
the back of
down.
its leg as it's walking towards Grum, but it doesn't seem to pay you any mind. It's focused on Grum. 6 to hit, okay.
Fight me! Ha!
It charges, it
18,
moves towards
bitch.
you to a hit. Again, you block it with your shield. It just kind of barely throws you off balance, but you hold your ground, yelling, "Fight me! Fight me!"
It's weird that the ranger is being the best tank we've had so far from people who actually have tanking stats.
Well, he's got a shield, and what are you wearing? Let's find out. Armor. He's got scale mail and a shield, so yeah.
So do I see this thing from my current position now?
Let's see.
You should have seen it move, shouldn't you?
Yeah, you could have seen it moving. You don't have line of sight of it currently. It's blocked by this.
So if I move over 5, I can see this, so I can cast my spell without any difficulty.
Let's see. Yep, you've got line of sight from there.
Okay. So vicious mockery.
Kind of get behind the table a bit, and let's see. Okay, it understands common.
Hey, you fat thing, you smell.
Alright. What do you want to say for your vicious mockery?
Well, it doesn't have to understand a language I'm speaking
Yeah,
because it was the power.
as long as it hears you.
Yeah.
Alright, what do you want to say to it?
Going to say, wow. Damn.
It's
Okay.
you say wow, and it goes, what?
I say
Your
something.
father was an honorable ogre, and your mother was a saint.
Yeah, I say.
Wait,
not
let me try that again. No, I know what. You say something like, you say something to the effect of, "You're a smelly beast, very unkempt and dirty." And it just says, "Yeah, and?"
Yeah, Ed.
It's why thank you.
Like it doesn't fully understand what I'm comprehending. It's like, huh?
But
I gotta kill this. I gotta kill this thing in front of me first.
you lash out your vicious mockery, but it doesn't seem to affect the creature.
Yep.
Also,
No damage.
take off that
and
extra
no-
N and nothing happens. That bugs me.
No.
What
Oh,
extra
look at-
N?
It's
None
nothing
thing.
happens, not none thing happens. Anyways, do you
It's
want to
just
move?
enunciate.
Do you want to move anywhere else before your turn ends?
No, that's all I can do. I just gotta keep this thing inside.
All right, Barry. This thing is within your range.
Okay, I think I'll just attack it again.
All right.
Nope.
You attack it with your scimitar, but it just kind of lumbers on the ground, and it just makes small tremors that shake the ground as it's walking past, and it kind of throws you off your balance, and you miss your scimitar swipe. Did you want to move anywhere before your turn ends, or do anything else?
No, that's. I'll just stay here.
All right. You are undeterred in your efforts to try and take this thing down. Odasto.
Okay.
This giant hulking behemoth just kind of moves through your vision for a bit.
I'm going to take my move here. What would it be to try and figure out what this thing is?
You can do a knowledge nature, or you can do a nature or a religion check.
Nature or religion?
Religion.
I can't speak. So. Natur. No. Oh.
It most definitely looks like an ogre, but it appears to be undead in nature. So it's heaping mounds of flesh, rotting smell, that kind of stuff. You know that because it doesn't have blood, it is immune to poison of all kinds. It's ogres generally speak common and giant, but you're not sure if this one can even speak at all. Also, you know that because it's undead, you know of its undead fortitude. That they seem to have a hard time actually dying again. Mechanically speaking, if damage reduces the zombie to 0 hit points, it must make a Constitution saving throw with a DC of 5 plus the damage taken, unless the damage is radiant or from a critical hit. On a success, the zombie drops to 1 hit point instead.
So I say to the team, it's a goddamn ogre, and even undead one. And I will cast a spell.
You cast a
spell?
spell.
Actually. Okay. Well, since I'm going to cast a level 1 spell, I'm going to flip a coin. Of which of the two it will be. Okay, well, it's the one I wanted, so it will be Magic Missile.
And when you roll the attack, roll a d20.
Yep.
Please get a 1, please get a 1, please get a 1, please get a 1.
Oh!
That was
No. Unfortunately,
was-
that's wasted.
That was just his wild magic surge.
Yeah, we've been doing it wrong. Every time I cast a level 1 or higher spell, I have to roll a d20. If that is a 1, well...
Then bad stuff
why
happens.
it happen? Yeah.
Let me just link the table there. Anyways,
That's 11 damage to the...
yes. You cast that, like I said, this thing needs to die, and you wave your hands in a magical manner and go, Magic Missile! And just... yeah, an illusory... not illusory...
Force.
Illusion? No, illusory. I don't know. A very light making bolt. What's the word for that? Anyways.
It's just force. It's just force.
You go Kamehameha!
Yeah.
You
It's
shoot
like,
out a bolt of force, it strikes the ogre, and it kind of hits it in the back of the shoulder, and it doesn't really notice it, but it does take 11 points of damage. It's just like half of its shoulder flesh just falls to the floor.
Die, potato! Oh, wait.
And it smells. Erdan, as soon as you patched up Gunkork, he just runs back into the fight. Yeah!
Yeah, and so do Barry and Odasto. That's not the door I wanted people to go through, but at least the party's mobile. So I'm gonna settle down over here next to the one sane member of our group. And I'm gonna check and see if I can see the orc.
Let's see.
You know,
guys
I'd
keep
actually have
powering,
better line of
Gunkork's
sight
gonna
where I
come
was originally, so I'm gonna stay here.
So, Erdan, are we the only two that have any form of survival instincts?
Okay, considering I had to sew you up
Okay.
that time we
You
were
can
fighting the
see it now.
skeletons.
If you guys decide to stay back there, Gunkork's gonna come and deal with you later.
See, this is directed mostly towards Odasto, but you can cast spells from out of a dangerous range.
If you as long as
I'm
you're
doing it right now.
attacking, but if you're cowering and trying to stay back and not do much, then yeah.
Well, Ishporia can't really do much.
This is contributing
Combat-wise.
smartly.
So Erdan, you prayed to your god of choice. Was it
A thunder.
With thunder. You pray to a thunder and say, "Smite this thing with holy flame!"
Oh, morning, Lord, smite this thing.
And the ogre
While you're at
says,
it, please give the rest of my party a few brains.
The ogre just kind of isn't really paying attention to the sacred flame that's falling from the sky, through the floor, mind you. And it takes 3 radiant damage. And it just kind of... It's kind of stunned for a quick half second, but it just kind of shrugs it off. But you do manage to hit it for 3 damage. And do you want to do anything before your turn ends?
Nah, here's good. Here's a very good place to be, and the rest of the group should go here.
Grum.
Well, since he came at me, I guess I'm gonna do what I've been doing. Just stab him with the old short sword.
Pokey pokey with the sharp stick.
Pokey pokey!
You continue to block his blows with this improvised heavy club thing he has, and just kind of get in a swipe with your short sword. And you manage to cut off part of his knee. You swipe in, and then there's just a foul stench just exploding out from him because you guys are cutting away at this flesh, and he just screams at you. Oh, did you want to move anywhere or do anything else?
Nah. You bitch.
Alright. Gunkork, it is now your turn.
I'm gonna move right there. I'm gonna go for my great axe again.
Gunkork going back in for the attack. This thing is not very well armored, so Gunkork, you find it easy to strike him from behind. That's right, a 9 hits.
Oh my lord.
Wow.
Well,
It doesn't have
large
armor, it's just a
thing.
heaping mass of flesh and muscles.
That and,
And
it's
also,
a large
it's-
creature.
Yeah, exactly. It's not really hard to miss.
You come in with
Except
your
when you
great axe,
walk into a room.
and you see an open spot, and you come up to the flat of his back and just drive it into the back of where his spine is. Unfortunately, he doesn't have a nervous system, so this doesn't paralyze him, but he does yell angrily. But he seems to still be focused on Grum, just kind of... did you want to move anywhere or do anything else before your turn ends?
I'm gonna move it out of the way so they can see, but I'm still not. Yeah. Okay.
Alright.
Yeah.
Still focused on Grum. It... Good job.
Fight me!
Uh-oh, retard alert!
Fight me!
It wheels back with its giant improvised club thing, taking a swing at Grum. And Grum deftly dodges to the side, yelling, "Fight me! Fight me!" It's getting very angry that it can't hit you.
It seems
Asporia.
that Grum is not very literate today. Well, that's not the right word.
Asporia, most you can hear is Gunkork smash! Magic missile! Fight me! Fight me!
I am honestly surprised if he's having that much trouble hitting everything, he's not going for the squishy target of Barry.
Well, he's not very smart, and he thought he got the other half-orc, and then another half-orc comes charging in, so he attacks that one.
And then the one he hit came back in.
The one he hit came back in. He didn't notice because he was too busy fighting the other juicy, tasty half-orc. It is your turn, Asporia.
Come on, you lumbering oaf! You're worse lumbering oaf than the our lumbering oaf! Vicious mockery.
What is it?
Why are you
Wisdom?
casting it on Gunkork?
I was referring to the
We're helping out
larger
here.
lumbering oaf.
Roll it again. It
So it
takes
only takes
offense.
5 points of...
It takes
so
offense
let-
at that. He takes offense at your words. Disadvantage on
Yes.
that tax roll takes before the end of its
End of its next
okay.
turn.
It takes offense and just kind of Just goes because he's getting really frustrated. He's trying to hit Grum, it's not working, and then you just come in and make fun of him.
Yeah, so
really mean.
It was
my
it
vicious
was
mockery
really
is
mean
never
mockery.
gonna do that much damage, but it's mostly for the effect that he always has a disadvantage on his next attack roll, no matter what it is.
And do you want to move or do anything else?
No, I want to keep distance between me and the big thing that hits really hard if he hits, because I have the lowest AC in the group.
All right, Barry.
I'm just gonna keep swinging since he doesn't even notice me.
Even better.
I'm still missing.
Oh man,
Let's see.
that hit.
Let's do 1 through 4 Odasto. 5 through 8 is Wild Swing. Oh, too bad. You slash out and you just kind of completely lose control as the back club is coming towards you. And you swing at Odasto. Odasto, do a reflex check to try and avoid the attack.
Dex.
Dex.
Barak,
Reflex. Whatever.
Barak, you son of a bitch.
Odasto, dexterity.
Yes, I'm looking for my dexterity.
Unfortunately, you don't manage to get out of the way as Barry accidentally cuts into your leg for 4 damage.
Barry, you son of a bitch.
Sorry.
Barry kind of gets knocked to the side by the backswing of the giant improvised club thing the thing is wielding. Kind of loses his balance and slices into your leg. And then apologizes profusely because it was an accident. It was an obvious accident.
I'm gonna say, as far as to say out, maybe Barry's in league with the undead.
I don't think you actually wait. Yeah, you can see him.
Yeah.
What am I paying you for?
Odasto, you just kind of got sliced in the leg a bit. It hurts a little, but you're fine.
It helps if I unmute myself.
Yes.
I have a plan. That plan is to scowl Barry later, but now I will try to kill this lumbering beast. I shall try and do a firebolt.
Okay, when you say lumbering beast, do you mean Gunkork or the undead?
Grum.
I'm doing well today because I have rolled twice what I wanted to do. Okay, this might miss.
You conjure up the flames and you get ready to throw a fireball at the big ugly thing. But then Barry just kind of slashes you in the leg and you just kind of double over just a little bit. You almost go to one knee, but
ceiling.
you throw out the firebolt and it hits the ceiling, just kind of falls down and just sparks and just ash. And you just kind of miss. And do you want to move anywhere for your turn?
Nope.
Glares at Boruto. Very good. Erdan.
Esperia, not only are they not listening, but they're starting to attack each other. We really need to reconsider our choice of companions. But I will continue being an example for the rest of this group to follow, and casting spells from a safe space where no one will get hurt.
Well, Adam, we gotta remember the paycheck.
Yeah? And if Odasto gets himself killed, who's gonna pay us?
Odasto's dead pockets.
Hey, I am not the bankroller here.
Odasto's not the one. Grum's the nobleman here that's paying everyone.
I'm sure we can show up at the house.
I'm
party
just
with
the
his car
nobleman
and say,
who
"Hey,
figured out this
take
place
that."
existed.
Anyways, the ogre is so concentrated on attacking Grum and getting really frustrated that he's not hitting him, doesn't notice the giant pillar of fire coming from the sky that just attacks. Just gonna brain fart. That falls from the sky and hits him in the other shoulder, and bits of flesh just fall off of him. And burn almost immediately to a crisp. And it smells worse in the room.
They're very small flame killers.
And do you want to do anything before your turn ends?
No, not really.
Grum. You were in combat with a giant, big, ugly thing, somehow dodging and blocking all of its attacks. Yelling, "Fight me!"
I'm calling shenanigans.
You manage. You seem to be focused on dodging the attacks and blocking, but you get in another swipe and take a cut out of its thigh, and it just growls angrily at you as it redoubles its efforts to try and hit you. And do you want to move or do anything before your turn ends?
No.
Okay. You are confident that you are better than this thing. Gunkork.
Alright. I'm gonna do another Great Axe.
Alright, 1 second.
Fight me!
Alright, so Gunkork pulls out his great axe and decides to go just a little bit higher than last time. And he strikes at the back. Whoops. Not that. Strikes at the back of the neck. Let's see, he did 6 damage. Constitution. Okay. Six damage, 5 plus 6 is 11, so it manages to save. Okay, so you strike it, and it kind of goes down, but it's still hanging on. It's just really, really intent on hitting Grum. It's still there. Do you want to do anything?
Yeah, I'm pretty good.
Alright. The big ugly thing, enraged now that it can't hit a stupid, tasty green morsel of food, takes another swipe at Grum. Just completely misses. Getting stupidly angry. Just yells at you, Grum.
Fight me!
Ashporia.
Oh my god! Gunkork has a better hit ratio than you do!
Well, that is a bad mockery.
Well, it doesn't save.
So that went bit really deep for some reason on this thing.
It understands how.
It takes your vicious mockery and it just gets angrier. That's all it does. It just gets angrier.
It understood.
Oh, I forgot
God.
I had disadvantage on
It
that
knows
attack
I've
against Grum. It still missed, but you know.
Yeah.
Do you want to do anything else?
No, I'm fine where I am, just insulting this thing.
Alright. Barry, it is now your turn.
Alright, I'm so scared of Adasto's glare that I actually take a step closer to the beast.
Good choice.
Alright, you take a step closer to the beast.
And then I'm gonna attack.
You attack, and you slash at it. It's still just really angry at Grum, and it's just not having a good day.
Should be destroying us, I'm imagining, but it's not.
It's still just kind of hanging on, barely. As your attacks should have probably killed it by now, but it's just driven by pure rage. Do you want to do anything else before your turn ends?
No, that's it. I'll
Alright.
stay.
Odasto.
I shall shoot magic missile. Wait,
Whiff!
what the hell?
Wait,
Where the hell did it fly?
when you cast your firebolt, did you roll a d20?
No, it's for
Oh.
level 1 and higher.
Oh, Firebolt isn't level 1. Okay.
Yeah, it's a cantrip.
I did not know that.
If I roll 1, it's magic missile. If it's not, if it's 2, it's something else.
It's something else.
The something else, the only other attacking level 1 spell I have, is Witch Bolt.
10 versus AC, deal 9 lightning damage. As you begin to wave your hands in a magical manner, getting ready to push out some magical force. And you say, "Magic Missile!" And then lightning comes from your hand and latches onto this giant creature and manages to do some damage to it. And you're like, huh. Still
I figured that the bolts would be different.
Still driven by its undying rage to hit Grum. It just seems to shrug off the damage. Erdon.
Turns out the 9 damage healed it. Wait, what?
Nothing
In all
much is changing in
accounts,
this room, and that is exactly the kind of safety I like.
by all accounts, if this thing was an ogre, it should be dead by now.
Well, he's also undead, so that's...
Yeah, that's weird. Why would he still be alive? It's almost like I told you.
You know, this is the only thing so far that has actually been consistently hit by my Sacred Flame. So I think I'm gonna keep doing it. Why not?
Yeah, well, if you hit, you probably kill it.
It's Dex.
Beautiful.
In its rage, it does not notice the small pillar of light as they're down. You are determined to destroy this thing. And you say, "By Lathander, I command you to die." And the sacred flame shoots down, hits him in the head, and you can see this radiant sort of light just travel all throughout his body. It's about to take a swing at Grum when suddenly its body just turns to ash and falls to the ground. And it
I
is
was about
no
to quickly
more.
try to insult him to see if the ash fought on.
The ash quivers furiously.
Fuck you, Barry.
Giant. I'm guessing Barry did an in-game whisper to Gunkork saying, "You're welcome."
No,
No, I didn't say anything.
no, I just felt like saying that.
Oh, okay.
You took the body away. If it's a pile of ash, can we still search the pile of ash?
You can
or
search the pile of ash. Let me just draw the pile of ash itself real quick.
anything? What do you want us to
You could-
roll for that?
So what
Investigate.
kind of weapon was he wielding? Just a makeshift one? Just
It
really
was just
big?
a giant stick with a bunch of metal parts hammered at the end.
Well, I found nothing.
Adosto, you
I
get
don't even
ash
see
in
the
your
ash.
eyes. No, you got ash in your eyes. You can't really see anything.
Ugh,
Put my ambience
there's
back
so much
on.
ash.
Gunkork,
Water.
you don't really see
Water.
much. Your eyes are still kind of hazy from getting hit. And did I put that map background? Okay. Your eyes are still kind of hazy from getting hit. Your vision's just a little blurry, but you're getting there. Grum manages to search through the ash and finds a few copper pieces. 8 to be exact.
I'm a bit worried as to where those copper
Hate
pieces
copper.
were being held and carried.
His teeth, his
Not
gold
true.
teeth, and their copper teeth.
He had copper pieces in place of teeth that were missing.
Yes. Well, I mean,
Would make sense.
compensated.
But hey, Grum,
He got really
Oh.
hungry one day.
Grum,
Yeah. Yeah.
catch. And I throw your torch towards you.
Woo, thank you.
Alright, let me add this
Even though it
XP
went
to
out.
Wonky, the Donkey.
Donkey the donkey.
Wow, that was a lot of XP.
So,
It took a while.
do you share the 8 copper, or do you just keep the 8 copper?
If you want the 8 copper, you can have it. I don't.
He's
It's 8 copper.
that's how much he pays the person to cleans his toilets.
Oh, thank you.
You want the copper?
It takes money to make money. I will gladly take the 8 copper.
The 8 copper is given to Odasto, so he can buy a new quill.
Yeah. I will make this money pay, and then I will throw it to Gunkork's face, 1 penny at a time.
What's a penny? Just kidding.
Well.
Alright.
Okay.
I'm not your stripper.
To the southern
Yeah.
at the southern part of the room there are 2 doors, one heading east and one heading west.
Do we want to continue this way or explore the other paths we found?
I think we're on the path, so obviously running into more
What could
guards.
be any worse down here?
Well, we still got.
Don't
Thanks,
jinx
last
Hold on,
words.
let me pull up Lord here regardless here.
Fight me.
We still have a few other hallways to explore.
Get exploring, boy.
And those hallways are led to by doors that we have already either triggered or disarmed the traps for.
Yeah, so yeah, this one has been triggered and that one has been triggered.
There's a good one.
Ooh.
So both of those doors are safe. They just lead down hallways we need to explore.
My kind of girl, dude.
There you go.
What the fuck is
Lord
that?
regardless is now here.
Okay.
Let's see, I need to interact with this so I can move it around a bit. I'm gonna zoom out.
So then
There
are we
we
gonna
go.
backtrack?
It's up to you guys.
What?
It's up
We
to you
continue
guys.
going down this way, or do we go back a little bit and check the other 2 hallways?
I think we're on the right path. I like how we're going. So I vote we go roll a dice and see which way, left or right.
Before any of that, I'm gonna check the door in front of me.
Do it.
Nope.
Barry, it is riddled with traps.
Oh my god, no one go
Everyone
near
stay
it!
away from the door.
I'll check this door. It's like, really? How many traps can this thing possibly have on it? A lot of fucking traps.
You don't see
gonna
any
check it.
traps.
I'm gonna check this other door.
Grum, you don't see any traps.
Better.
You see a door.
Can I try to
looks like
open the
Very
door?
well hidden
Is it
there.
locked?
The door
Oh,
is unlocked. You may open it.
Ooh, I'm gonna open it.
Right. You open the door. You see...
Arrows in the face! Fight me.
You see arrows in the face.
You see an elder black dragon. He unleashes his breath weapon.
Fight me.
You see, it opens up to a small room. Let's see, GM info overlay.
I looked at Gunkork. Well, I'm
Yeah.
going this way. I don't know about you, babies.
Okay, have fun.
I don't know what.
We got some nice bookcases
Actually,
here,
wait,
a
before
table.
we
This room
move
is
on,
nice. You
Just
don't
gonna
need
go-
to
Gunkork need a hill?
I'm just gonna go balls deep.
Alright. You head inside the room, and I reveal it for you in 1 second.
It's filled with skeletal archers.
No. There's nothing in the room, but here's a room description for you. A tile mosaic of the nature goddess covers the floor in the center. Unlit candles are scattered across the floor. There seems to be piles of paper scattered around, but they're mostly just scraps of parchment as time has taken its toll. At dawn, it's customary to answer when one gets addressed. Odasto is talking to her
Fine,
dog.
I suppose.
So
I will do my best to heal
what's
my...
on the floor? Candles? Like
There's some unlit candles scattered around, and there's a tile mosaic of a nature goddess on the middle of. You're currently standing on it.
oh. interesting. Like the candles, like, were maybe supposed to go around the mosaic.
They're just kind of here and there. There's no specific pattern. Mostly against the wall.
Can I do some sort of like investigation?
For what?
Try to who can I figure out who this mosaic is of? Like, do I know?
You can do a nature or a religion check.
Religion check. Nature.
You are unsure which goddess it is. It's probably some sort of lesser goddess. But you can't
Do
be.
I know who this is?
To nature or religion?
Nature or religion.
You apparently don't know anything.
Ashporia, it is a nice picture.
This nice picture.
Again, it's probably some sort of minor goddess you haven't heard of.
Probably is what I'm thinking right now.
Nature
Nothing
or
that
religion?
no god or goddess that the stories have mentioned.
Gunkork, you've never seen this goddess before.
Nope.
Barry, it's a nice picture.
I like it.
Erden, maybe you are a religious knowledge base, which you happen to know?
I rolled religion because both of mine.
I'm not exactly a scholar of theology, but I can take a guess.
Cleric!
Barry,
Yes.
why did you roll
Take more
religion
attention
and
to
not
practical
nature?
applications of divine energy, not the history.
Because
of
for
the
some
pantheon.
reason, I don't have nature.
What?
You should. It should be like automatic with being a druid.
You're not proficient with nature?
Yeah, I'm not proficient with nature. And I get no
What?
bonuses from
I
it.
think you have done something wrong.
Well, I'll double check that later. Anyways, Erdon rolled. Erdon, it's some kind of goddess. You're not sure.
Oh, apparently one of the two skills you chose for being a druid was not nature. Of the list of available ones.
Apparently.
I might as well
Well,
take a look myself.
I will, as a DM, tell you it's not very important that you know. It's just kind of a nice little, feature thing. Anyways, Grum, that door to your west, there's a door to your west that just kind of got, it's off its hinges. It's kind of molded off, so you can just see through the doorway. There's another room to the west.
I think I know what this is.
What is?
Well, the pretty picture on the ground with 19.
Oh, okay. Give me a sec.
Looks like a picture.
I have a feeling that I know something that...
Yeah, let me read the description. You know it to be the goddess Melora, and I will, let's see, whisper Odasto. There you go.
Laura is not a minor goddess.
Well, you're just ignorant.
I guess I've never seen this depiction of the nature goddess Melora.
Apparently not.
I guess she's part of the core pantheon. I guess I was wrong.
Well, it could be an old or depiction of her that is not very common.
Or it might be I know this because I'm an elf.
True.
Yes, she's often worshipped by elves. Basically, the goddess of
Cultured
nature,
elf.
wilderness, and the sea.
I will relay the information to the others. Basically, tell them what you just said. She's
Alright.
goddess of nature, wilderness, and sea, usually worshipped by elves and hunters and rangers.
If anyone wishes to grill Odasto on more information, they can visit that wiki link.
It's somehow connected to something called Odasto's Tumblr page.
You can visit my Tumblr page.
You may.
Was there anything about this picture other than the picture?
No, it's just, you know, kind of a nice mosaic. There's
How
not
big of a
really-
mosaic?
It's probably about 10 feet by 10 feet, but it's kind of centered.
Okay, it'd be way too heavy to try to remove from the wall.
It's not in the wall, it's in the floor.
Is
Either
there
way,
a
it's tile.
doorway here?
Alright, sorry, what? Yeah, there's a broken door there. I forgot to...
Yeah.
thank you.
That's good to know.
There's just kind of
There's
a door broken off its hinges. Just kind of on the ground.
Everybody's just staring at the floor like, oh, wait, there's an open door. Oh!
Okay, so we have 3 choices again. Northern broken door, southern broken door, or the only closed door.
Well, I trust broken doors more than closed ones, so I'm going to try to prevent people from opening the one I'm standing in front of.
Turns out that's actually the safest one.
Erdan is blocking the door to the west.
Gunkork shoves him out of the way.
Gunkork does a strength check to try and shove him out of the way.
I'll look around Erdan to examine the door.
Erdan is in the way. You have disadvantage.
Yeah, you have to roll strength, Gunkork.
Oh,
If you wanna move.
I was just joking.
I roll
Are
a
you
6.
It is a
looks
door.
sick.
Tis a door. I don't know, Dasto. We should go
You
check
see,
it
it
out.
kind of opens up into a smaller room. All right.
You're breathing.
You hear breathing. You see, it's just kind of just kind of like a smaller room. There's not really much there. There's maybe a chair or two, but you do notice that where is it? Room number 13. I found my PDF, by the way.
Yay!
What was it?
You can see it was an HTML file, not a PDF. That's why I couldn't find it.
Ah, yeah.
A large demonic idol with ruby eyes sits on the west side of the room near the north side. Numerous monstrous skulls lie within niches in the wall. And you can see kind of a doorway up here to the north.
Is there any sort of roll I can do on that demonic idol to figure out what the hell that is?
You can. I would say
Like
religion.
insight or
Religion or investigation, most likely. It's some kind of demon, you're not sure.
No, it's just a paperweight.
It's just a paperweight. There's nothing interesting about it, Odasto.
And you guys sharing the fact you guys just found a giant stone demon?
That
Yeah,
doesn't
a giant stone
No,
demon.
no, we found some kind of paperweight over here.
It's a large demonic idol. But yes, a giant
Although,
paperweight.
you said there were skulls around it?
There are skulls, not around it, around the entire room. There are skulls, numerous, just monstrous skulls, just lie within niches within the wall. Niches, I don't know how to pronounce it.
Although it's weird that the room is decorated with skulls.
Yeah, why would a necromancer ever use skulls in decorating? It's just weird.
Well, that makes sense, actually.
Alright, recenter Twitch chat, there we go.
Okay, now that Dan's out of the way, I'm going to check the door again.
I found a weird idol, come check it out. He yells at those guys.
21 on the door. Now that
There's a
Dan's out
door.
of the way. No traps or anything? Okay.
You spot no traps.
Everyone is on the other side of the room, so feel free to open that.
Honestly, to hear the mention of a large demonic idol, especially with what we're dealing, I don't want to go into that room. See,
You
everything
said
else-
the idol was somewhere around here?
yeah.
Somewhere around here, yeah.
You
Northern
might want to
part,
put a
northwest.
token down for it so we know exactly where it is.
Yeah, I'm trying to do that while also looking up as a name for this thing because apparently you guys want to investigate it.
Well, of course.
You see a large...
I tried to prepare as much as I could. All right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's fine,
it's
but
okay.
Investigate
when you
everything.
see a large demonic idol,
Here's
that's
a good
going to
one.
raise a couple of flags and interests.
That's the GM. Okay. Layer token. There you go.
Okay.
There you go. Just kind of sitting there.
Okay, while they're checking out that room, I'll check out this room.
Alright. Are you opening the door?
I'm checking to see if the door's locked.
No, the door's not locked.
Okay, I'm gonna do what I did last few doors and just brace myself against the door and just do whatever I need to get it open without exposing myself.
You open the door and jump back as nothing happens.
I tilt my head in and peek.
There's a hallway there.
Peek around the corner.
More hallway. And look, there's a door at the end.
Check this door.
As you sidle up to the door,
Oh, the door looks fine. I open it.
as you saddle up to the door, giant spikes of earth jump out of the ground at you,
Miss.
but they seem to just kind of miss you entirely.
So I
As
just
they-
open the door as the spikes are up. Says, "Hi, your dad."
These spikes just kind of jut out of the ground all around you, but since you're just kind of standing still, you got lucky and they just all missed you.
Yeah, so I just reach over and open up the door and just have her dad see that.
You open up the door, and Adon, you see Esporia among a bunch of spikes of earth.
Don't worry, I'm A-OK. Holds out her thumb.
What's the CR in that? Okay.
I suppose I can't protect the entire party from these things.
Well, since it's just a
Well, you
paperweight,
can't protect against stupidity, so...
you said it has like gems for
I mean,
eyes or
Gunkork's
something?
still fine.
It does have ruby eyes, yeah.
Can I steal the ruby eyes, put them in my bag?
You need to climb up there to get them. Let's do...
What?
What is it, athletics?
Oh, is it? Yeah, I can do athletics.
I think it's athletics. Yeah. You can't really find a good handhold to climb up there.
It didn't work.
Stupid idol. I'm gonna check this door, see if it's locked.
That door is not locked, but it does seem to be kind of stuck in place.
Can I check it out?
It's a door. And it's
a door.
stuck. It's a wooden door. It's not like... It's pretty much the standard wooden door you've seen here, kind of rotten.
Oh, I guess since I'm standing there, I'll check too.
Oh my gosh.
Barry, it is stuck in place, and you can see exactly where it is stuck. You inform Grum that if you were to hit it here, maybe you could force it open. Also, there are no traps.
Oh. Guess,
Use das Boot.
So are the spikes like still there, or am I just have to wait to the? Or am I gonna have to
No,
try to
the
work my way
earth,
through?
they just kind of shoved out, and then just kind of... They're just kind of there, but, I mean, they were meant
I can
to...
wiggle my way.
You can
through them.
easily step over them. They were meant to pierce you when they came out of the ground, but other than that, they're not very dangerous.
Just
Odasto,
going to pull it.
you see skulls of every type: ogre, monkey, orc, gnome, maybe a demon skull or two. There's just skulls of all types.
Like literal skulls or
Skulls,
like
yes.
crafted?
No,
Literal
they're,
skulls.
they're bleached skulls.
Okay.
Is there perhaps a Minotaur skull?
There's a Minotaur skull. It looks just like the one you killed.
Yeah. Fancy
What would
that.
I need to roll to figure out the significance of this? Arcana, history, religion.
Arcana or religion.
necromancer.
Religion and Arcana are the same.
Or maybe investigation, if you wanted to try that.
No, same for me again. All my intelligence skills are the exact same.
You may do either or.
I'll do Arcana.
It is a room
11,
full of
11.
skulls. You're not entirely sure why they're all here, but you assume maybe it's the Necromancer's private collection.
Well, this guy definitely does not know proper interior decoration.
He's a necromancer. He doesn't care. Well, he was. Then he
I'm
became
gonna-
a
But this whole entire look just messes with the feng shui of the whole entire tomb.
Does Barry relay how to crack that door open to me?
Yeah, I tell you, you have to
Yeah,
kick it with your
he
boot
already
right here.
He already told
Oh,
you.
okay. So can I open the door, or do I have to do a strength check? Or...
You do a strength check with advantage. You kick the door forcefully, and it just flies off the hinges as it slams. It slams against the wall, and then just kind of breaks off the hinges.
Good job.
And you can see inside. There's another small room with a door to the far end.
Be careful with the
And
retail value.
do a perception check for me, Grum.
God.
Alright, you can't really see it, but you notice there is something strange about this room.
Boy.
Can I peek my head in and see?
If
Yeah.
Graham will let you, yes.
I'm gonna look under his arm.
You peek your head in, Barry, and you notice that there's something on the wall. It's not moving, it's just something seems off about them. And it doesn't seem dangerous at all, it's just something that's odd. You'd have to move into the room to investigate closer.
You turn into like a rat and then just like stealthily go in there?
I mean, I could.
Isn't that what druids are good for?
I don't know what we're good for. I don't even have nature.
Well, you had a rogue once.
Ah,
You have nature.
druids. What are they good for? Absolutely nothing. Say it again.
You see, this is why Barry is still training to be a druid. He doesn't know much about nature.
I live in nature.
This
I live in
is
nature.
why they
I
sent
breathe
Barry
nature.
to help them, because he needs more training.
Why is he with us?
Or probably the unicorn wanted to get rid of Barry for a while.
Wanted to get rid of him. Oh, freaking Barry doesn't know the difference between a poison berry and a boysenberry.
This is the 5th time this week he's eaten the wrong berry.
That's why they
And the
call him
worst thing is he
Barry.
doesn't even get sick.
That's why they call him Barry. He can never get the right one.
The funny
Alright.
thing is though, Barry's actually not Barry's real name. It's just what everyone calls him, so he just thinks that's his name.
If nobody else has any other tries in this room, I'm just gonna walk in.
I'll
Alright.
check the door.
The door's already.
Door's open. The door's been kicked down.
Okay, so who wants to go first down the creepy hole then?
Gunkork should do.
Oh, he's got that.
Do you
sense
want
Dangerous.
to-
somebody to take a look? I can
Dangerous.
take a look if you want.
Yeah, that's a
I'll
good.
take a look down the hall.
Modesto, I told you to be cautious.
Well, yeah, but looking doesn't.
Oh, you see all
Oh.
the things.
Double
Oh my
crit!
lord!
Espori,
Double crit!
you look inside and you notice that there's some writing on the walls. You can't really make it out from here. You'd have to go inside the room to read it.
So, this square,
All the walls.
so both sides of the hallway on all 3 squares.
Well, the room opens up to the north. To the south, you can see the writing. But in order
Okay.
to read it, you'd have to go inside the room itself.
Could I not be able to see, like, if I stand, like, right there or right there, at least read what's right there?
You can't read it because it's too dim. You
I'm
can
holding a freaking torch!
You're at the wrong angle. You can kind of see some scribblings on the south wall there. They don't really make much sense, just like a few words here and there.
Okay, can I peek my head around the corner?
Yes, you can peek your head around the corner.
Okay, I'll peek my head around the corner.
Alright, hold on, let me,
Here
nothing-
comes the guillotine.
I just gotta... Yeah, I want this. Hold on. I gotta get an image. Not a token, an image.
Speaking of which, does anyone happen to know comprehend language?
I'm a sorcerer, so no.
Let's see. Here we go. Come on. There we go. There we go.
Sounds like another spell I
Here
need
we
to
go.
take myself, because I don't have that.
Upload. Perfect. Okay. Is that on the objects tokens map? Oops, I put it on the GM info. Layer, token layer. Reveal areas. Alright, here you go. This is what you see.
What?
Beautiful.
It's absolutely. Hey, that looks like a shirt that Frosty would wear.
No, it's fucking nothing.
I gotta. Oh, man. There we go. The Twitch streaming didn't get to see it as I revealed it. But still.
Okay.
You see a room full of scribbles.
Okay.
Let
this
us
one
go.
Just turn around and goes like, "Oh, room's completely clear of all things that will try to kill." The room is completely
get in
clear of
there.
anything that wants to kill us.
Neat.
You say as you refuse to step further into it.
The runes jump off the wall and attack you, Ashporia. You're dead.
Oh, it turns out that all of these scribblings were explosive
Alright.
runes. Actually.
Upon entering the room, you immediately notice the writing on the walls. Literally. There are scribbles in both Elvish and Common, as well as what appears to be some mathematical equations here and there. They appear to be the ravings of a madman, since you can't make much sense of anything.
Or a genius, either one.
Can I roll an intelligence check to see if I can make sense of it?
You can.
Dude was batshit nanas.
You take 2 psychic damage as you attempt to decipher all the madness.
Oh, well, this is straight out Call of Cthulhu.
Gunkork doesn't understand anything. Erdown, what are you rolling?
Oh wow.
I don't know, just rolling.
Okay. Gunkork, what are you rolling for?
Performing somersaults in the middle of the room. With my mind.
Oh, I was trying to do the same thing, trying to understand what was going on, but yeah.
That makes perfect sense for your character to not understand it.
You take 1 psychic damage.
You are too stupid to understand.
Can Gunkork even read? That's the question.
No. And I think that roll proved it.
Alright,
Half of it is in Elvish. I don't think you speak that.
I speak only Common and Draconic. None of this language I understand.
Don't we have an elf?
The other
Are
half
you
is in
retarded? You said half was in Common, half was Elvish. So if
And
you
math.
read Common, read it.
there are scribbles in both Elvish and Common, as well as what appear to be some mathematical equations here and there.
Yeah.
And their insanity.
Yeah, I just read through all this and just went like, wow. This dude was batshit crazy.
Alright.
Alright, who actually reads Elven? Who can
Well,
read and
I
write?
do.
I think
Okay.
it's probably
Audasto
Audasto and
does.
Dan.
Okay, you two notice that the western wall is covered in words that are carved into the polished stone rather than written up over here. The
You have to
weathered
speak
elven
Elven
words.
to notice that?
What?
You have to speak Elven to notice that they're carved instead of written?
No, everyone that has perception of 10, passive perception of 10 can see the words. I'm going to tell you what they say if you would just shut up and let me talk.
I'll consider it.
The weathered elven words have held up well against the test of time. It reads, I have sealed the laboratory to keep out unwanted guests from witnessing my experiments firsthand. The answer to my favorite riddle is the key word. I shall inscribe it here lest I forget over the eons. And then you can see just kind of some small scribbling below that you will have to get close to see, to read.
Can you repeat what the last part said about
Yes,
the?
sir.
No, I mean the something about the riddle.
I have sealed the laboratory to keep out unwanted guests from witnessing my experiments firsthand. The answer to my favorite riddle is the key word. I shall inscribe it here lest I forget over the eons.
I'm gonna look real closely at that wall.
I'm going to move away.
The
Is
key
this
would
close enough to make out the word?
You just need to move closer to see it.
the key would translate to this was written in explosive runes. Enjoy the fireworks.
I like how Aridin just has X-ray vision and can see through the wall now. Rolled a 22.
Come on, send it, please. Thank you. This is what you see written in Elven down below.
Let me guess. It says key.
Merlon.
It says many things. Now here's the question. This guy is quite obviously insane, so is this passphrase the answer to the riddle, or the exact text of the riddle itself?
The
Until we find
answer
a
to
door
my
that-
favorite
sorry.
riddle is the keyword, is what the thing says.
And that is reverse psychology.
We also got to remember how little he's been with his little things here with the key and the heart.
Do you wish to relay this riddle to anyone else or attempt to solve it on your own?
Well, first we have to find the door it goes to.
Oh, that's just
If he-
just to the north of you. That little black strip there.
If he solves it on his own, does he get solo XP?
You also notice just to the right of the riddle is a solid obsidian door. It is similar to the one you encountered on the previous floor, but it is black in color.
Now, I'm not sure if this is because he's a necromancer or a continuation of, his wife's theme up above. But I am mostly sure that I should lean over and tell the door that it should unlock with the word coffin.
The door resonates at the sound of the word coffin, and soon it melts away and opens up to a small archway. The door to the lab has been opened. And how do I get rid of drawings? Not like that. Oh no, I just gotta click it. Click. Click.
Alright, guys, that's the way forward. Let's go every other way first.
The way has been
Well.
opened, and the torch, you can't really see because Odasto's holding it, but you can kind of see into the room just a
elves
little
have
bit.
dark vision.
Oh, then you can see. You see into the room, and you notice three suits of armor that aren't in that positions. There we go. Just
Okay.
standing there.
We know they're gonna activate as soon as we walk in, so let's check elsewhere first before we deal with those.
Well, that was
Also,
very.
there's a door here. I keep forgetting to reveal the doors.
That was quite clever of you, Erden.
So, do we want to continue exploring the rest of this floor, or go in and activate the three machines and and get into that fight?
If we do decide to get into that fight, there is something potentially stupid I want to try to kick things off.
Well, you are at the door.
Well, wait, hold on. Before that,
Technically
let
not
me
in
go
the
to
The rest
fight,
of the
Gunkork.
party's gonna abandon me. I'm the last person that should be starting this fight.
Well,
He's asking if you
You
guys are
don't
gonna
see no
back him up
consensus.
if he goes in there.
If he goes in
that
there,
door has not run away yet, so.
no. It's in character, so we know that's where we need to go. Should we explore elsewhere just to make sure there's nothing else that we have to worry about?
I should also mention, Erdan, that as you peek through, and Grum, you can kind of see this too. You see a bunch of sort of like tables that have been bloodied, a bunch of some butcher tools, some embalming tools. There's a table with a bunch of glass vials on it of some sort, measuring tools, a bunch of cupboards. You seem to have found what appears to be the laboratory, the main laboratory.
So he was telling the truth with that wall inscription.
He was.
So maybe he's so crazy he's actually gone complete circle and back to sane.
He's gone Joker.
That
He's
would
gone
be a
Super
theory.
Saiyan.
Oh my.
So, okay, that question's on the table. Do we want to go in and just deal with these guys now, or do we want to finish checking out the rest of this floor first?
Let's deal with them if they do something. I mean, I don't know what Erdan wants to do, but I'm ready to kick some metal ass.
Alright, hold on before that. I healed Gunkork for 5 HP.
Does he still need
Alright.
healing?
Gunkork, you're just
Yeah.
kind of standing around waiting for stuff to happen, then you feel a little bit better. And you're trying to figure out why. And you look back and Barry's got his hands on you, and you're just kind of like, get your hands off me. You're just kind of like, thanks, but you get your hands off me.
Barry just runs away.
Gunkork, be nice to Barry!
But he squeezed my ass!
Alright, so Don, if you're going to try something, go ahead and try it. I think you're...
Okay. Now, we know this is sort of an intruder alert system. So I
Yeah.
will walk in here slowly, proclaiming myself to be the solver of riddles and deliverer of keys. And for that reason, no intruder am I.
This armor down here kind of lights up and looks at you, and it says, scanning, analyzing, bearer of the key, solver of riddles, confirmed, you may pass. And this one just kind of saunters off to the side a bit, and you notice another kind of obsidian door here, and you hear a chink. Seems
Now,
to
the rest
come
of you
from-
guys are probably screwed, but I'm going on ahead.
Okay.
Well, now he stumped me twice. Huh.
Huh.
Peculiar fella.
Well,
Grum, are you actually casting Hunter's Mark?
Graham has his mic muted.
He appears to be examining his spellbook.
Yeah, I was
Ah,
just
okay.
looking at it.
Very well.
Fight me! Erdan went in the room?
Or Dan
Oh!
went in the room and they just kind of, looked at
see
him.
them go. Yeah.
Just let him
You
walk
need to
through.
talk with these things. You don't assume everyone's an enemy, and sometimes it
Grum,
works
as you
out
enter
for
the
you.
room, this one looks down at you and kind of looks at you and says, scanning, analyzing, identify yourself.
Erdan? Erdan?
He asked you to identify yourself.
What do I say?
Who are you?
Identify yourself. This is your last warning.
I am Grum.
Grum,
Going to quickly run up behind Grum and just yell out, "We are the servants and slaves of he who carries the key and solves the riddle."
intruder identified, scanning, analyzing. This one turns to Erdan. Confirmation requested.
I do recognize these two as my servants.
Confirmation. This one returns to you. Identification. Grum. Unknown Dragonborn. You may pass.
Okay.
I'm gonna step further a little bit.
Yeah, identification, Esporia, main servant and adjutant to the one who carries the key and solves the riddle.
Name registered. Esporia. Servant to Erdan. Acknowledged.
Main servant.
Name
Intruder
Gunkork.
identified. Identify yourself.
My name is
Scanning.
Gunkork. Badass
Gunkork.
of Erdan.
Badass of Erdan. Confirmation requested.
He is foremost among the bodyguards in my employ.
Confirmation accepted. Confirmed. Gunkork, foremost of bodyguards. You may pass.
Okay.
So we gotta give our pecking order.
So get the other two of him. Start yelling at him. Hey! So, get your asses in here!
Swear.
Let him know you're with
Scanning.
Aaron.
Analyzing. Unknown target. Identify yourself.
Odesto of the House Treveny, researcher and scholar of solver of the riddle and holder of the key.
Scanning. Analyzing. House Trini. Not detected. Requesting confirmation. Confirmation requested. Odasto of House Trini.
This house is a valuable ally to the bearer of riddles and solver of keys.
Confirmation acquired. Wait. Good enough. Confirmation acquired. Odasto of House Trini. Servant to Ardon. You may pass.
Okay, Barry's gonna peek his head through.
Scanning. Intruder identified. Identify yourself.
Oh god, please don't kill me!
Oh god, please don't kill me.
Hey, babe. I made you pizza. I don't know if it'll taste good.
Alright, almost done here. Oh god, please don't kill me. Intruder identify your business or be eliminated.
Look, I don't know who this guy is, but he seems friendly enough, and you know what? I've been keeping him. He's the team pet.
Confirmation acquired. Confirmed. Oh god, please don't kill me. Pet of Ardon. You may pass.
Well, I did say earlier servants and slaves of you, and well, there's the slave.
No, it's a pet.
It's not even named Barry. It says, "Oh God, don't kill me."
Warning, please do not touch the laboratory equipment.
Can I investigate without looking?
Yes, you may investigate without looking. Without touching.
Investigate without-
Oh, great and mighty High Lord Erdan, may we examine the laboratory and fiddle with things?
Error, you may not fiddle with things. Guests do not have that privilege. Not even the holder of the key or the solver of riddles may have this privilege. You may look, but do not touch. Grum, it's mostly just what appears to be like alchemy sets and kind of surgery tables. There's not a whole lot. Gunkork, there's some shiny metal armor.
Yay!
Oh, what that?
Why are you,
Holy God!
why are you rolling intimidation?
Because I look scary as I defiantly look at the
But
laboratory
Estoria got an
equipment.
18.
Okay.
I rolled so
Estoria is
badly at
deceiving.
investigation.
There's not a whole
Oh,
lot
so-
here. Just these 3 armored guard things. And
Okay, I meant to roll investigation on this place, not perception. It's the
well, then
exact
roll
same.
investigation.
Okay, it's the exact same number.
I don't care. Roll it. You weren't investigating. You were perceiving.
You notice there's shiny and metal just like Gunkork.
There's some shiny
No,
metal things. There's also another obsidian like door to the north, but this one is just conventional handle, hinges, all
Hey,
that
Aaron,
stuff.
how about you check and see if that door opens?
I guess I'm too busy just browsing around to look at anything deeply or importantly. Okay.
Chop chop.
Would that be investigation or perception if we're only focusing on the door?
What do you mean? For what?
As it
Like,
opened? Is there anything that would open it easily? Is there
the door handle.
lighting or anything? Let's try the door handle, why not?
Wait, there's a door handle on the obsidian door?
The door, yeah, it's like an obsidian door, but instead of just like an obsidian slate, like you just pass through, it's just like a regular door. It's just made of obsidian.
That's
That is
pretty freaking
surprisingly
expensive.
simple.
Where's the closest volcanic activity to get the obsidian?
Oh, if only wizards could, like, transmute items into other items.
Yo,
will you
wizards
open
and
the door?
enchanters and alchemists, not necromancers.
Okay, this guy's had how many thousands of years? He can afford to specialize a bit.
Yeah. Or he might have some friends that can do it for him. I mean, he has had thousands of years to make friends.
Does this seem like a place of? Does this place seem like a guy? Does this place seem like it's run by a guy who makes friends?
Hey, he
Yes.
opened a bakery.
We've killed a whole bunch of his friends already.
Just open the door.
Some of his friends are
Alright, fine,
robotic.
I'll open the door.
You open the door, and you see inside what appears to be a storeroom. And kind of like up on a pedestal, sitting in a chair, is a very fancy-looking skeleton.
Nope.
Kind of decorated in jewels and gold and stuff. It's just kind of sitting on this throne.
We
Well, the
might
lich
have
is already dead. Let's go home, guys.
we might have found the exact opposite thing that we needed instead of
Let me,
a phylactery. We found the thing that the phylactery is connected to.
No, it's definitely not the lich because it's just a skeleton.
What is a
can
lich?
Really good at disguising
Can-
himself.
Can I see it from here?
Hold on, I'm interacting with the window. Who's asking?
Odasto?
Yeah, you can kind of see it.
Okay.
And then
what
this
would
one
it
kinda
do
pings-
to identify it.
This one kind of pings out. Warning, please be careful and do not touch the skeleton. It is one of the master's prized possessions.
What is it a skeleton of, or at least who is it of?
And when you move in, it says thank you for visiting the laboratory. You're not sure who it is.
I'm asking the robot.
Oh, you're asking the robot?
Yeah, do you want me to
It
roll?
says unknown skeleton. Master Jello likes this one. Origin
Okay.
unknown.
I would guess I follow.
Thank you for visiting the laboratory.
Gonna roll
Thank
investigation.
you for visiting the laboratory.
I'm gonna roll investigation to see if I can find anything on there that has like heraldry or any kind of markings of who or what this might be about, without physically touching the skeleton.
I'm looking at the
Alright.
skeleton.
Odasto
Am I
is...
really-
Assuming that's not his wife, but that's only an assumption.
Odasto, you don't really see anything, just a bunch of jewelry. It does appear to
Nope.
have a locket around its neck. Might clue you in, but you'd have to touch it.
Yeah, we already have an idea. And I guess I don't see anything that stands out of the ordinary. Just looks like a well-dressed skeleton.
Oh, why aren't these here? There are a few chests in the room. I forgot to put those on the token layer, apparently.
Both of those are mimics.
I assure you they're not mimics.
That's what a mimic would say.
Yeah, that's what a mimic would say. But I'm the DM, not a mimic.
You
Wisdom.
play the mimic, so that technically makes you a mimic.
Let's see, mimic, 5th
I think
edition.
I got this one. Which way are the chains coiled?
The chests have no
Doesn't have any
chains.
chains. Mimics are only
They've
CR2.
learned.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Anyways.
There's a chest to my north here.
Yeah, there's a couple chests there that appear to be unopened.
Ah,
Guard armor, what are your work parameters? What else it
Can I-
says? Alright, 1 second, I'm gonna go with Odasto. It says, error, cannot define work parameters to guess. Apologies. Please enjoy your visit, but do not touch.
you think it'll get upset if I open this chest?
Well, they don't care what's in there, but the skeleton might.
Does
First,
the
I'm gonna
robot
close the
respond to
door
hearing
so
that
it
yell?
cannot scan us.
The robot
Well, they clearly said,
does not
thank you
respond.
for visiting the laboratory, so what's out of sight of the laboratory is not their concern.
Yeah. Okay.
But I'm saying that the skeleton might care if you start touching things.
Yeah.
Probably just a skeleton.
So
No, it's not. Out of character, we all know this is probably the boss critter.
Even not out of character. I mean, it's very peculiar.
Thank you
that
for
they-
visiting the laboratory.
I'm going to take a closer look at this chest. What do you need me to roll?
Perception. Investigation. Are you going to look at it or are you going to open it?
Look at it first.
It's a chest.
It's a box.
It's a box.
Can I take a look at my chest?
Your chest is actually pretty well wrought wood. It's not like moldy or rotten like most of the doors, and it's locked tight.
Here's
It's
the
got a
thing,
lock
though.
on it.
Here's the funny thing is, though. Gunkork goes to look at the chest. He's not looking at the one on the ground. He's looking at his own chest.
It's like I look at my chest.
Did somebody roll perception on the skeleton? or this
I did. I rolled a 5 and an 8.
So we don't know. Somebody said something about something around his neck.
Yeah, some kind of pendant. I just like it looks like a skeleton. Nothing about it stands
If you're
out.
looking at it, your passive perception will allow you to see that there's just like a bunch of jewelry and gold on it, and there's a locket around its neck, but you can't really tell, like if it's anything important.
I bet that's worth a lot. Hey, Gunkork, you want to get paid today?
Hell yeah!
I'm gonna immediately just go like, "Oh, sweet Jesus, no!" And make sure to put Gunkork
Alright.
between me and what's about to go down.
I'm gonna try and take the locket.
Thank you for
Dad?
visiting the
If
library.
you're gonna take anything, please have it not be
Gunkork-
anything attached. to the
Gunkork lets
skeleton.
everyone know that he's going to attempt to take the locket.
Before you do that, let me cast Detect Magic.
Okay, go ahead.
If you
Okay,
take a
and let
couple extra minutes with that, you don't have to burn a spell slot.
Are you willing to wait a few minutes so I don't have to burn a spell slot?
Well, it's 10 minutes, but yeah.
But
Whoops.
Gunkork, there's a wooden box over there. I'm
can take the
sure it has a whole
boxes.
bunch of shiny things. Look at that instead of the locker.
I'd rather go for the locket right now. It's nice and shiny and I can see it right now.
Gunkork is about to go for the locket. Thank you for visiting the laboratory. Has anyone tried to stop him or do anything else?
Please don't touch the locket.
That sounds just like Willy Wonka. He's like, no, stop, don't.
We all know how well that worked out.
Can you? Okay, so
Please, Gunkork, don't touch the locket.
Gunkork grabs for the locket.
God damn it!
As you grab it, Gunkork, the giant skeleton immediately springs to life, yells at you, and glares into your eyes. And you need to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh God!
See what you've done now. He's unhappy.
So...
It
Pretty
grabs at you trying to keep your fists away from its precious locket. And just a small wave of fear ripples through you as it screams at you.
And I scream back.
Gunkork screams back as the fear just has no effect on you.
I got
So wait, Gunkork made a Wisdom save?
Yeah.
Well, wisdom is different than intelligence.
And now it is time to roll for initiative.
Of course it is.
And after that,
Wait.
probably time to...
Oh,
Okay. Gunkork got 13. Grumnut.
Well, it probably remembers.
Yeah, but I
No,
had
it
to
doesn't.
clear the. I had to clear
Oh,
it from your last
Oh,
ones.
dear.
Okay, are we safe to roll?
Gunkork. Yeah, you're good. Grum 15.
he's manually editing our.
Wow!
Oh God, Odesto!
God, I cannot roll a good fucking initiative for this boy. I take that back.
Apparently this thing can't roll very well either.
It's not very dexterous.
It yells
That
at
is-
Gunkork. Gunkork yells back. What possible monstrosity is the party facing this time? Will the armors perhaps join in the fight if something bad happens? Is Erdan in the worst spot possible? Find out next time on Dungeons and Dragons.